This video is brought to you by Altium 365, where the world designs electronics, and Octopart, the fastest search engine for electronic parts.
Get a free copy of Altium software using the link provided in this video description. Plus, when you sign up for an Altium Designer free trial, you will get Altium 365 and 25% off discount. Hi guys! Welcome again for another video. Today, I'm gonna show you on how to design INA168 Current Sensor Module using Altium Designer. So this is the final PCB in 3D view, and this is the final schematic. Now let's get started. First, you need to have a project PCB file. So in order to have a project PCB file, just click on File, New, then click on Project. Now the Create Project dialog box will appear. So here you can set the project name, and this will be the file location in where you want to save your project. So just click Create. Now that we have project PCB file, next we're going to add a schematic doc. Just click on File, New, then Schematic. After that is the library. Just click again on File, New, Library, then Schematic Library. Then another library for making the footprint. Click again on File, New, Library, then PCB Library. After that, save the created schematic doc and the libraries. Since we have a small circuit or schematic, we need to decrease the size of the schematic sheet. In order to do that, just click on Properties on the panel, then change the units to mm, then click on Custom, and here you can change the width and the height of the schematic sheet. So for this case, let's make it 200 mm by 130 mm. Now that we set the size of the schematic sheet, next is we're going to add the libraries. So for this one, I will be using a library loader. So here's the library loader, and we're just gonna put here the manufacturer part number of each component, and it will automatically added on our schematic. Now this is the BOM list, and these are the part numbers of each component. So we're just gonna copy the part number, then paste it to the library loader. So paste it here, and click on Search. Wait for it to load. Click on the components, then click Add to Design. So do the same process in all components to complete the schematic. After you finish all the components in the library loader, next is we're going to input all the library in the schematic sheet. To be able to do that, just click on Components on the panel, then just drag the components into your schematic sheet. After we place all the components in the schematic sheet, next is we're going to assign the designator of each component. To do it automatically and in a faster way, just click on Tools, Annotation, Annotate Schematics, then Update Changes List, click OK, Accept Changes, then click on Execute Changes. Now close this all dialog box. Now you can see that the designator of the components are automatically assigned. Next, we're going to connect the components by adding a connection using a wire. To add a wire, just click on Place, then Wire. Now click on the pins of the components in where it should be connected. Now that we're done connecting the components using a wire, next we're going to put a power port. So just click on Place, Power Port, then press Tab on your keyboard to access the properties. Then we need to change this to arrow. So just input here IL, Press again the tab, then input out. Next, we need to add a ground. Change the style to power ground, then change the name to ground. Now that we're done with the schematic, next is we're going to create a PCB. Just click again on File, New, then PCB. After this, go back again to Schematic Dock and perform Engineering Change Order. Click on Design, then Update PCB Document. Now you can see the Engineering Change Order dialog box will appear. So these are the components that we're going to add in your PCB. Just click Execute Changes. Here you can see these are the components from schematic. Now we're going to start with the placement. So just drag the components inside your PCB. After you place all the components in the PCB, now we're going to create the board shape. In order to create a board shape, just place a line. Just create a shape using a line. So just click Place, then Line. Now draw the board shape. Next, select the enclosed shape. Then click on Design, Board Shape. Define board shape from selected object. Now we have a board shape. Now we're done with the component placement and we can start the routings. So to add a connection, just click on Route, then Interactive Routing. So click on the pads and click again to where it should be connected. Now we're done routing the regular nets. Next is we're going to add a polygon for the nets that requires a tick trace. So for this case, this net in, out, the ground, and the V+. So in order to add a polygon, just click on Place, then Polygon 4. So enclose the nets in the shape. Next, double-click the polygon to edit the properties, then change the net name to In. Then to see the changes, click on Tools, Polygon Pours, and Repour All. Now you can see the net in is poured by the polygon. Now do the same process in net out and net ground and the V+. Now the remaining unrouted net is ground. So we're going to pour it on the bottom layer. But since the pad is only present in the top layer, we will need to add a via. So to add a via, let's add first the track. Then click on Place, then via. Now copy this one and paste it to other pad. Now the vias are complete, we can have the polygon pour at the bottom. Now as you can see, the polygon on the bottom is for the ground net. Now we're done in designing INA168 Current Sensor Module using Altium Designer. So here's the final PCB, and here's the 3D view of the board. So I hope you learned something from this video. Thank you for watching.